fast, all tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to run my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You need stronger.
Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. 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 You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out. Cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now.
Hermes, mensajero de los dioses, escúchame.
¿Qué pasa, jefe?
Has robado la bebida de los dioses. Como castigo devolverás las sandalias con alas que te di.
Ya no quiero esas sandalias pasadas de moda. Tengo algo mejor.
¿Mejor que la bebida divina?
Claro, Red Bull.
¿Otra bebida divina?
No, la bebida de moda en la tierra donde todo es más divertido.
¿Y cómo volverás sin tus sandalias voladoras?
Con Red Bull, que también te da alas.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me can make
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. On we'll go.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head.
crashing down. All around this empty town, I'm searching for the lost and found. But you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air, like a blazing flare. Don't stare, cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
Red Bull te da alas.
Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill. Take you like a
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet, hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up, you can have it all. Watch me rip it off, I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, we go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
gon' burn it down. Burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
Turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life.
It's alright. How's your life since full time? Yeah, bro, it's pretty good. Get a little bit bored though, so I'm not gonna lie. It's alright, but it's alright. Alright, so let me send out my Zoom link real quick and then we'll jump straight into it, alright? Please London ease Asian fucking you up. It's alright, bro. I don't think Asian moved too much. I don't think Asian session moved too much. So that means if we get volume, we could potentially get some trades, which would be amazing because I would love to call it early in London session. I would not mind that at all. Bro, yesterday, but last night New York session, I sat in like, it's like drawdown for like 30 minutes just to get a break even. It is what it is. Brooks just went to sleep. Yeah, it's late for him, eh? Oh, just went to sleep. Well, he's like, just finished stream. Nah, no, did he? Nah. Bro, it's full late for him. He just finished stream, wow. Bro, it's so late for him. Goes in drawdown? Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Hey, sometimes, last night I thought I was going to take the loss too, but my loss would have only been, it was only, I looked at it, I thought it was like going to be like 60 pips or something, but if we closed below that range, it would have only been a 30 pip loss. I was like, bro, what? Like, that's insane. Like that, like insane as it, like that's good, you know what I mean? But yeah, we ended up getting a break even for New York session last night, and then you know what normally happens, price comes down, taps you out, break even, then shoots up. But it is what it is. He's gonna buy from 23.29, 23.29, 23.29. So the top of the week. Top of the week. It's alright. Hey, like when you look at this daily candle, right? We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Alright. So we'll start from the weekly time frame, and then we'll get into the lower time frames, right? Because I potentially am seeing more so buys as well, and we'll get into that just by looking at that daily time frame. I haven't really had a look at the charts, to be honest. Normally I have a quick little peek, but I haven't looked at it at all apart from that daily time frame just then. So I gotta send my, hold on, give me a sec. Zoom link, close that. All right chat. So starting with gold on the weekly time frame. Now, you're obviously, in terms of like market structure, we're overall bullish, right? In terms of market structure, we're overall bullish. I think that's pretty clear. Price is forming. We have a high here, we have a low, we have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, or not confirmed yet. Sorry, I'm gonna take that higher low back. Not confirmed yet. All right, because we haven't had a bullish candle forming a support just yet. Now, if this weekly candle were to close bullish, then we would be finding a level of support through here, which could then lead us to continue to the upside with our higher time frame trend, correct? Because then at that point, if we get a weekly bullish candle, we are then confirming a level of support through here. However, that is not confirmed just yet. When we're looking at market structure, right, we expect price to move something like this. This is how market structure typically is going to move, right? And when you look at it like that, you're looking at your previous highs, and that's typically your area of your newfound support. So when we're looking at market structure like that, because that's how it typically moves, not all the time, but a lot of the time it does move like that. So if we can see that this area through here is our previous area of resistance, right? We have a resistance up here. This is the current range we are sitting in within the weekly time frame. Now, if we're looking at our previous weekly candles, this candle closed bearish, which confirmed a resistance through there, correct? And then your previous weekly candle, last week's candle, closed bearish as well. So if that previous weekly candle closed bearish, also looking left, we have clean range on the weekly time frame to drive down to this previous area of resistance that can be used as a level of support. we could potentially see this weekly candle after forming a top wick flip and close bearish and then start to head down to these areas, right? So looking at price action, looking at how the weekly candles close, looking at the structure, yes, we are in a bullish trend, but to continue that bullish trend until we find a level of support, because we haven't had a level of support being found yet, that'll be indicated to us by a weekly bullish candle close. We haven't had that support found yet. So at any point, this weekly candle can flip and continue to drive down, and we can be looking for sells, even though our higher time frame bullish, bearish, what am I saying, bro? Our higher time frame trend is bullish, correct? So again, one more time, if this weekly candle closes bullish, that will then be a support found, which then buyers will be more in the play. However, considering that we're in a range, clean traffic to the left, L drawings, clean traffic to the left, and even though we are in a bullish trend, this weekly candle can technically flip at any given point and retest into these areas down here, okay? So weekly time frame is bullish, but sells is looking pretty good. Now there's 3 days left until this candle closes. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait and see what actually, or where this candle actually closes within 3 days, right? Because that'll tell us if we're either going to close bearish and we're likely to continue down, but if we close bullish, that's a support being found. So we can drop down to the daily time frame. Now the daily time frame does make things a little bit more interesting. So what I see on the daily time frame, right? I see bearish structure. I see that we have, well, we were forming bullish structure indicated by we had a high, a low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Higher high, higher low, then we had a higher high. Then price failed to make a higher low, and we can see that this candle broke all those supports. So we had support here broken, support here broken, support here broken. So we had a massive break of structure to the downside on the daily time frame. So if we want to go back in time and look at this, right? Which we all broke this down on streams as well. We all spoke about this and it's played out very, very nicely. At this given point, we had a resistance up here, confirmed by obviously this bearish candle. And then price ended up breaking these areas down here. Now, I looked at these areas as a potential area where price could reject from. At the time, we were saying understanding support and resistance, understanding supply and demand. This previous area of support can turn into an area of resistance for price to continue to the downside. Right? But understanding supply and demand as well, you're looking at this daily supply zone where price can come all the way back up and technically still be bearish until we start to close above that resistance, right? So then price obviously used this level as a resistance, and now price is starting to really show us some nice bearish structure. So now we have a high, a lower low, or lower high. Now we're starting to form a lower low, right? So now if we go to where we are now, we can see price is still kind of in that bearish structure. However, it's starting to get a little bit more tricky because now what I can see is that overall we have a resistance level up here and we have our overall support down here. I'm looking at these areas as our overall resistance, previous support through there, strong resistance through there, strong support through here with all those wick rejections and body candle closures, rejecting that level. So I'm looking at this as the overall kind of daily range as of right now. But if we want to get into kind of more detail, we can see that within that kind of overall daily range, we're looking at these candles here. We can see that price had formed a resistance through here, and now we've formed a support through here. So within this overall range through here of bearish structure, we have this internal range as well. And price has just closed, yesterday's candle closed above this resistance, we'll say at 23.20, right? So price closed above that. But I don't see that as a breaking structure to the upside just yet. For me to kind of be more so bullish in terms of just overall market structure on the daily time frame, I would like to see it close above this level. So to me, if this daily candle closes bearish, that wouldn't be a surprise at all, because that would just be a fake out to continue to the downside, right? Because remember, our weekly time frame can flip at any given point, considering that, again, we are in that bullish trend, but we need to see price come down, or price is more likely to come down to tap into that previous resistance to use as a support. So we could see a daily fake out, but we continue back to the downside to make a lower low. I would not be surprised if that happens at all, right? Now, obviously, if this daily candle closes bullish, We're expecting it to retest this resistance. If it closes above, that's fine. We're starting to shift trends. We'll look to retest these highs up here. But that's kind of what I'm looking at on the daily time frame as of right now. And considering that you have formed the top wick and you are like starting to re-break its lows, even though that I could be expecting a daily fake out, doesn't mean that that's going to happen, right? I could be completely off and price could just flip and continue to the upside. That's perfectly fine as well. We'll look for the buys. That's no issue, not a problem at all, right? But just understanding that in terms of like overall structure is a possibility to see that daily fake out, in my opinion, right? So daily time frame is looking kind of bearish to me, but be aware again that we did close above a level and price can flip and drive up. All right, but yeah, the daily and weekly do kind of align at the moment. Drop down to the 4-hour time frame. This is where price kind of going to give us some insight of to what could happen. So okay, so the 4-hour time frame is very similar to the daily, obviously, but we can just see it in a bit more detail. So when we're looking at the structure again, this is going to be that high, the lower low that was formed, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, slight higher high. However, we've closed back below, right? It's not a very straight level, but we've closed back below that level there, which could indicate a 4-hour fake out to continue to the downside, right? And even if that isn't a fake out, and we still understand supply and demand, support and resistance, if price truly wants to drive up on this 4-hour time frame, because considering that we did make a higher high, where was price likely going to test into? Well, we've got a previous resistance there, we've got a support down here, and this is your area of demand. So price is likely going to retest into these levels, even if price wants to drive up, right? So we could be wrong in terms of the analysis, but by looking at the 4-hour time frame and the bullish structure, my weekly is more so telling me sells. My daily is more so telling me sells as of right now, because it could be a fake out. Obviously, that's not confirmed yet. We're going to have to wait till tomorrow to kind of actually figure that out, and we could have a better sense of direction. But the 4-hour time frame is showing me that we are overall bearish again, yes, with the daily time frame, but we did form a higher high through here, but we did close back below. That could be a 4-hour fake out. Now, if this is not a 4-hour fake out, where we could see price come down, retest into these levels, because even if price wants to drive up, right, we are likely going to retest into either this previous resistance, use it as a support, or retest into this support or this demand level to continue to the upside, right? They're just the logical areas that we are likely going to see price reject off of if it truly wants to drive to the upside, right? And you could see something like that. But obviously, we're going to be able to take sells on the way down to that area, anticipating that daily fake out and anticipating or looking to continue this 4-hour closure back into the range to continue to the downside. So that's kind of what I see on the chart so far for the 4-hour time frame. So let me mark up some zones here and we'll adjust them to the hourly. So we can see also if you're looking at this as well, this is a pretty major area of support and resistance, right? I think we can all see that quite clearly. Resistance, 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 breaks above, support, support, support. We haven't broken above that area. That's why for me to confirm the buys on the higher time frames as well, this here is your daily area through there. That's for me where I would be like, okay, price is definitely looking more so bullish right now. All right, so that's kind of why I want to be patient for that. But yeah, we're looking at these levels. We're just going to mark up the levels we need. We don't need any unnecessary levels. So I'm looking at this level through here. And on the 4-hour, we've got, I'd say, I'll mark up this level through here just to understand that that's the likely area that price could tap into. If we need more, we'll add more, obviously, right? But as of right now, just want to keep the charts as clean as I possibly can. So on the hourly time frame, you can see this as well. So we've broken it all down, right? We're anticipating what we're anticipating. Now, when you get down to the hourly time frame, what's happened? So you formed that resistance off that previous major resistance and support, drop down to your hourly time frame. You're starting to see a break of structure and a change of character in the hourly time frame. We can see here, price formed a high, a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, failed to form a higher low. Price then formed a lower low, breaking this structure through here. Now we formed a lower high. Now we're continuing down, breaking this structure to potentially continue that bearish trend, which will also lead us to that 4-hour being a fake out to continue to the downside, and that daily to continue to the downside as well. So for me, I'm going to be more so looking for sells. I know we said looking for buys off the daily time frame, but once you actually do that analysis and get in depth with it, that's when you can start to see kind of what's actually happening on price, in my opinion. So this is what I see at the moment. In terms of major levels, we're looking at this area as a major support that we've just tapped into. This hourly doesn't have a top wick as well, so that could be a little bit interesting. The 30 closes up here in 2 minutes, so that's going to be a support through there. I'm just going to mark out this range for now. So this is the range we're currently kind of sitting in, right? Just that to the 30. So, okay. And then this is what we're going to do. So these are the major levels that we're looking for. So again, if we do see price on the hourly kind of break up above this level, retest it and continue to the upside, that could be an indication that price does want to continue up, right? Because then we'll be breaking structure back to the upside. But again, being understanding that price in the 4-hour time frame is likely to retest into these areas before continuing up. Likely. Notice how I'm saying likely. It doesn't have to. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it is a likely area for price to reject if it wants to continue to the upside. Price can form a support where it is right now and continue up. That can happen. That's perfectly fine, right? Nothing's ever perfect, but just looking at probabilities and understanding microstructure, trends, supply and demand, all of that basic stuff, which actually really helps you in your trading, right? And it's pretty basic stuff, just microstructure. You're looking at this area on the 4-hour time frame as an area for price to continue up, and we can take sells from that area. So for me, in terms of positions today, I'll be looking for sells if we can close below. If we can close below here, I wouldn't mind looking for sells. I wouldn't mind looking for sells if we can close below here, below 23.20. That would give us that range in totals around 24-ish pips, around 24 pips. And I'll be looking for buys probably not until yeah, I'm gonna need to see a lot to happen for buys, to be honest. Unless like this 4-hour flips and closes bullish, then that's when I'll be looking for buys. But I don't think we'll be getting buys in this session. So right now, I'm just gonna mark up sells. But if buys do start to print, like we start to form structure, if we can close below here, I'll be trading, right? And it's pretty basic stuff, just mark